What's up, y'all? This your girl Shani Cole, and welcome back to Cole Hustle. Hey, co-hustlers. Alright, y'all, so this is another video about Diddy today, and this video is just going to be energy surrounding Diddy in this case and what's to come, or energy surrounding what's already happened, okay? So I'm just going to be pulling cards just to see what the energy is and what we can expect when it comes to Diddy and his trial, okay? So make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like, comment, and also make sure that you guys, if you would like to get a private reading from me, make sure that you always look at my description box. Prices are listed in there along with my email address so that you can contact me to get your personal reading, okay? Because some of you guys have been hitting me up for personal reading, so thank you. And cards already fell out. Diddy, P. Diddy, and this trial that is going on. What's just the energy surrounding it? Like, what can we expect? What's to come? Y'all, with this trial, we might literally be witnessing the fall and the end of P. Diddy, okay? Initially, when the trial first kicked off, I can honestly say that it just felt like they weren't really going to land a lot of stuff on him because of the witnesses going back and forth. It's like they were... It's not that they were lying. It's just that sometimes when you're traumatized by somebody or something that has happened to you, it is hard for you to remember certain things. It's also hard for you to put the pieces together. So, like when Cassie was testifying, it was a bit difficult for her to get some things out, remember some things. We also have to keep in mind that Cassie was also very much pregnant. She just had her baby. Congratulations to Cassie. She was very much pregnant during this trial, so she also had pregnancy brain as well. So it's like, I don't think that was fair. But the defense was doing their job. You know what I'm saying? They were doing what they were supposed to do, which is to defend P. Diddy by any means necessary. I can honestly see that now here they are actually starting to build the RICO trial. They're starting to build the RICO case against him. And you see that here with Diddy giving out money to people to do his dirty work. They're starting to see where he did a lot of heinous crimes and where all the little heinous crimes that he did are coming out, and people are... I think the biggest person that came in was Capricorn. I'm saying that because I'm looking at this, and I'm also looking at that pentacle up there, the King of Pentacles, and pentacles represent earth signs as well. So Capricorn. When Capricorn came in, I really think that she really helped to really form that RICO, like that, build a solid RICO case against him, because it started to show that he was paying people to do things for him. He was terrorizing his employees. If anything ever came up missing, if he ever found out any information about them, any little thing, if they wanted to do anything that he didn't want them to do, like they wanted to have a life outside of him, there was always an issue with Diddy when it came to people just wanting to be people. He wanted them to be slaves. Money is always coming up with him. He always was giving out money, giving and receiving. I'm going to give you this, but you got to do this. I'm going to give you a job, but you got to do this for me. If I need you to do something, I need you to do it. Like, I don't need you to talk back. I don't need you to think about it. I need you to do it. Whatever I tell you to do, I need you to do it. That's Diddy's energy. He comes up as the King of Pentacles in reverse. Can be very aggressive. This person can be very difficult to work with. Very greedy man. Great businessman, but sometimes doesn't necessarily know. I'm going to turn it this way so you can actually see him. But very greedy man. Very, very rich. Very abundant. But when this card is in reverse, it shows that sometimes this person doesn't know how to handle their finances. They can be very mean. They can be very brutal. This person can be a terrible business person at times, terrible to work with, not the nicest person to get along with, and that's just how it's coming up. And in the end, I could possibly see them putting Diddy behind bars with this 10 of swords. This could be the end of Diddy, y'all. And a lot of it is because things keep circling back around to Cassie. Cassie is the main person in this case. She's the main witness in this case. And a lot of things keep circling back to Cassie. Everybody that comes up there and testifies, their story always comes back to Cassie. It always ties back in together. And you can just feel there's a lot of healing that has to take place. And part of Cassie's healing was for her to make it known that Diddy was not a nice person. This is how I was treated. I do feel like part of it is because she was broken and traumatized, and she wanted people to know that this is not a nice man, and you can't continue getting all this fame and publicity and thinking that everybody just thinking that you're such a nice guy. I'm tired of it. Then another part of it was because Cassie, I'm not going to say jealous, but I feel like there was a lot of envy there with Kim Porter. And after Kim left, I feel like she just was like, this is my time to talk. What's also coming in is I also feel like Kim Porter may have been going through similar things as Cassie with the Diddy problem. I won't say that he was just abusive to Kim Porter, but maybe some of the freak off stuff may have been similar. It's interesting that Kim is coming up right now. I don't like pulling cards on Kim Porter because I just don't want to get into it. And that's not to say that Kim Porter was just out here living her best life and doing whatever with Diddy. But Diddy comes up as a form of abuser, right? So it's like whatever he wanted done, he got done. And what I'm saying in relation to the freak off stuff, there was also mention of Kim being at hotels with Diddy from time to time for days at a time as well. So there may have been freak off incidents, but I don't think it was anywhere close to whatever Cassie was dealing with, because Diddy didn't care for Cassie the way that he cared for Kim Porter. Totally different. Okay? So I don't know why Kim just came up, but she just came up in here. But I could honestly see this being the end of Diddy. Are they going to be able to land the RICO charges on him? Like, are the RICO charges going to stick to Diddy? I feel like it can go back and forth. They're really going to have to find concrete evidence that this man has RICO charges on him, because it's too much back and forth right now. There's a lack of cohesion with the stories right now. So they're trying to make sure that the stories flow together as far as RICO is concerned. So they're still going to have to build this case up a little bit more before they just say this is truly a RICO case. But they do have reasoning around him enough to charge him with RICO, but you can't just charge somebody with something like that. You have to really know that, okay, this is what it is. So there's a lack of cohesion going on right now, and they're trying to make sure there's a lot of stagnation with that question. They're trying to go back and forth to make sure that this is actually RICO worthy before they just deem him with a RICO charge. Okay, so that may take some time. So they're still building that case. Are they going to be able to charge Diddy with anything? What will they charge him with? If not a RICO charge, what else could they charge him with? Abuse. The abuse of Cassie. So some type of domestic violence. I could see that coming up, and some type of domestic violence. I could see that easily coming up as a charge against Diddy. And also something with money. Something with money. What else could they charge him with? Yeah, it's more so coming up with this Cassie situation with the Queen of Pentacles here. I'm also saying it could be possibly something that they may get him with Capricorn as well. She mentioned kidnapping. She mentioned a bunch of things. But again, they have to prove these things. Of course, a witness saying it is one thing, but they need concrete evidence in order to just charge this man with racketeering and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to stop right here, y'all. If y'all have any questions about this, then we will get back to it. But I will talk to y'all again later. And we can hopefully see if we can find something else on Diddy, y'all.